5 years ago, I made a video where I said that Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, should come to PC. I made that video based on data points and data sets that I'd seen in the gaming industry at the time. At this time, it wasn't necessarily apparent to a lot of people. In fact, what was apparent to a lot of people was that PlayStation was dropping some really crazy games. This video is unlisted now. It was on my former channel, and I remember that there was data from NPD Research at the time that showed that if you took the collective of gamers, about 67% of them were US gamers, and about 54% of those gamers were PC gamers. It was weird because apparently the PC market had actually jumped about a couple billion dollars in revenue in terms of hardware at the time. AMD, Intel, Nvidia were all vying for customers' money. And so I looked and I said, it seems like there needs to be a consideration of the PC platform by a lot of these publishers. Now, I don't know if Xbox saw the data, but we know that they took Quantum Break to PC around the time. Even before them, PlayStation had also tested the waters with Helldivers Part 1. Seeing today's announcement about Indiana Jones going to PlayStation 5, I keep wondering how gamers who've been in this ecosystem did not see the trend coming. In fact, what's crazy is a lot of y'all on the Xbox side, even on the PlayStation side, you come to the Video Game Fight School channel to try to throw a tantrum, or maybe you want to clown me. What does that have to do with anything when I have the receipts that I've been telling y'all for the past 2 years, even longer, that this trend was going to happen? Do y'all remember Gotham Knights? Do y'all remember when I told you that the console proposition was not necessarily the best proposition? Remember when I told you guys that you would probably be in a position where you make your move to PC? Because at the end of the day, these consoles are here for survival and they're not necessarily too concerned about you. Do you remember when I told you that the hardware was locked in? The ecosystem and the platform is one that you can't necessarily break out from because they charge you all this money. Yet at the end of the day, you're not necessarily the primary target, nor are you the primary customer they want to please. Because once you're in the ecosystem, you're locked in. So they're going to go ahead and do whatever it is that they want. So now everybody is now like, oh, PlayStation is this, hardware is that, yada, yada, yada. Dude, let me tell you how this is going to play out. Xbox is going to rewrite the rules of the market. They're already doing it. Some of you don't believe it. You don't want to trust your lying eyes. They want to rewrite the rules of the market and change consumer expectations, consumer behavior all through. They want to redefine what it means to be a platform holder. And they are doing it. In fact, if you haven't paid attention, PlayStation's been following them too. And I know some of you will come on the comment section and tell me PlayStation's not following them. What are you talking about? When if we actually look at it, it's like almost everything Xbox does, PlayStation follows. Xbox jumps to PC, PlayStation followed. Xbox went to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation followed. Xbox is putting games on PlayStation platform. The inevitable is coming. Y'all are going to see Xbox games on the PlayStation platform, I think. Now, I may be wrong, but I'm not here to be right. I'm just here to point out the changing market that every gamer has to pay attention to, especially if you're a loyalist, if you're somebody who likes the platform. And at this point in time, you don't have your side PC or your strategy to move to PC. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just something where we're pointing to all of the signs saying this is what's going on. Now, let's go ahead and check out what this strategy is trying to do, which I've explained multiple times, but I'll explain it again because I have to make 10 videos a week to drive this point home with dislikes everywhere and people dragging me all over the internet as if I'm crazy. When in reality, I'm just telling you how this whole thing is going to play out simply because there are dollar signs at the end of the road. Think about it. Xbox is here to make money. They're not here to fight any console war with PlayStation. In fact, PlayStation can keep all the hardware because all that simply means is they now have to manage that user base while Xbox can just basically fulfill its dreams of selling software wherever it is. I see some people saying that Xbox wants to go Sega, wants to go third party. Why would they do that? Why would they leave PlayStation alone? Not only do they want to redefine the whole market, they want to be a thorn in the side of PlayStation. So they're going to keep their consoles coming. That's just what they're going to do. I see a lot of people getting, concerned about this, but here's the thing. It's only us on the internet that are actually talking about this stuff. Majority of gamers don't even care. Trust me, if somebody's got a PS5 and they see Indiana Jones, they buy. That's exactly what Xbox is actually gunning for. Now let's look at the math, because I think the math eludes a lot of us And so when we're talking about this stuff, it could just run under the radar and everybody starts talking about, oh, who put their games where? And if you're a PlayStation fan laughing at Xbox players saying, oh, Xbox, you have to remember that Lego Horizon is not going on a PS4, but is going on the Nintendo Switch. If that is not something that you should be humble about, or you're eating humble pie, then you're not being honest to see that even PlayStation themselves are not really too concerned about a lot of their platform holders. It is what it is. But I've been telling y'all, though, for the longest time. So here's a little bit of math. Marvel Spider-Man 2 being a licensed game and the Insomniac leaks pretty much gave us an inside view as to how much these games actually cost to put together. Apparently, in the case of a game like Marvel Spider-Man 2, it costs about $315 million to produce. And the licensing fees, the licensing costs, and even the top that Marvel's going to be gaining from every sale made, in my opinion, kind of shook me. Seeing how Marvel Spider-Man 2 has not yet reached the Marvel Spider-Man 1 in terms of sales, it's interesting to see how PlayStation is going to basically rigmarole around getting that game to move up in sales to be profitable on the long run. Indiana Jones is also a licensed game. So to me, when I look at the math and I'm thinking, okay, how is Xbox going to be able to field this game only on PC and on their own platforms? I look and say, man, they really need a heavy hitting fan base that already has, hardware ready to play this game so that when they drop the game, they can leverage their sales as quickly as possible. The logical direction that leads me to, and anyone who may be thinking about this from a fiscal perspective, is that they take Indiana Jones to PlayStation. Let me tell you guys what I'm even shocked about. I'm shocked about two things with this Indiana Jones argument. And it's weird because it's the one thing that I'm not supposed to be shocked about. Yes, the thing I'm shocked about. I'm shocked that they actually announced that the PlayStation version was coming on the, Gamescom stage. And then at the second time, I'm shocked that they did not announce it as day one. Because this is an expensive game to make. They had to pay all these voice actors. They had to pay development costs over years. They not only had to pay, and most of this is Bethesda, but I don't know when they would have acquired and taken on the financing of this game. And they will have to be paying money to Disney and Lucasfilms and whoever has all these rights to be able to have this game be on their platform. Every single sale of every single copy of this game, there will be possibly a little cut that goes to them. Man, if you're the person that is in charge of the money and shareholders are in your face, you best be selling this game on the Switch if you can. Like, you better get calculators that are going to run this game so that you can sell the game. I know some people seem like they're upset. I know some people think Xbox doesn't care about them or whatever it is. They never cared about anybody. This is the exact reason why many people move to PC, because no one cares about the gamer. The gamer to many of these people are credit card expiration date and, CVV. So most of us go to PC because we look and say, if that's how it's going to be, we might as well just control our own gaming at the end of the day because y'all don't give a hoot about us. So we're just basically going to go in there and we're going to do what it is that we please to do when it comes to our own gaming, and we're going to call it good. So for the most part, this is why you see me shouting on the rooftop saying, yo, ladies and gentlemen, get a PC strategy in place. Those that are on PlayStation that are saying, no, I don't want to get this, I want a PlayStation, it's okay. It's only a matter of time before Sony PlayStation is going to start bringing its games to platforms that you probably will see as a competitive platform. Or if they don't do it, Xbox will subvert that expectation and put Steam on one of their hardware sources. And then you're going to look and say, man, this whole run for money is insane. I see a lot of people basically making these, statements saying Xbox is going to be dropping in revenue and stuff. My dude, you don't even understand the megalomaniac of money farming that is Microsoft. This is a very powerful company that I'm not a fan of by any stretch. This is why I've been making these videos talking about how the competition is changing, and if PlayStation doesn't step it up, they're going to give away this market to Xbox. And some of you on the PlayStation side, you don't believe it. It's okay. That's how many people didn't believe it when Spider-Man got announced for PC, and then all of a sudden the entire PlayStation slate showed up on PC out of nowhere. It was almost effortless. Do you really think that this market is going to be as forgiving? Do you think that at some point you're going to be in a position where, everything is just going to be fine and dandy and beautiful, and you're going to go back to your days of, oh, I have Uncharted on the PlayStation 4 or whatever it is? man, you're about to be in for a big surprise if you're not adapting right now, because you as the gamer, you need to be adapting. As these companies are adapting to ways that they're going to make money and serve themselves, you need to be adapting with ways that you're going to save money and serve your own interests. That's how it needs to go. I have no dog in this fight. I just thought I'd be nice enough to tell people and say, hey, see how it's going down. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me hear you in the comment section, and then we're going to wait another 6 months, and then something like this is going to show up again, one side or the other. It is how it's been going the last few months. So I'm having a blast just watching all of this and, talking about it. So thanks for indulging me. Peace out.